Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash Bell and this is my YouTube channel Beat by Bell. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are a returning subscriber, it's lovely to have you back. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, it's lovely to have you. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I think we're on like 120 subscribers now. Yay! Which is really great and very exciting for me. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. In today's video, I'm basically going to film this look. I don't want to talk too much because I realize that sometimes I talk a lot at the beginning of the videos and someone's just like, sis, can you just show us what you did? So yeah, in today's video, I filmed this look. So if you'd like to see how I achieved it, do stay tuned and I hope that you enjoy. Today I'm going to start with my eye makeup and I'm going to just apply some primer on my eyelids, and I'm using the Essence Prime Studio Glow Boosting Pore Minimizer primer. Just gonna apply. Ooh, this primer is almost done. And I've mentioned this before, but I just want to like reiterate, guys, that when you apply any layer of makeup, sometimes it needs some time to just get into your skin really nicely, and I like to just remember that when I apply my primer. So when you apply your primer, don't go in immediately with your foundation or your concealer. Give it time to like set and get nice and sticky in your skin as opposed to just being wet. So I'm just gonna brush these brows up really nicely. Guys, I chopped half of my brows off. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this part is missing because I just got tired of having like unkempt eyebrows. Like nothing was cute, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just chop the tails off, and then I'm just gonna apply some powder. Oh, if you guys can hear the birds always decide that they're just gonna make a noise on the day that I want to film, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna apply, hi sweeties, I'm just gonna apply some powder on top of that just to help with any oil control. And the powder I'm just using a compact powder. It's by Revlon, the Revlon Color Stay powder. Then I'm gonna go in with some of my Essence makeup drops, the white ones, because I don't have a white concealer, but this girly works quite nicely. So I'm just gonna apply some of that. Then I'm gonna go in with my Aloe Girl Pro Concealer in the shade, I think it's medium beige. Apply a little bit more of this just to blend it out nicely. Okay, then I'm just gonna apply a little bit more of that powder just to set that concealer really nicely. Also, I like to use a whiter powder as opposed to like a powder that's close to my skin tone, because what that's gonna do is it's also gonna just help the color pop really nicely. So I'm going to start with applying my eyeshadow, and I'm going to start with this color. I think it's like I don't know if it's coral or teal, like I don't always know colors, guys, but that's the one, and it's in my Beauty Treats palette that I always use. Like I've realized that I just use the same palettes for the same things because sometimes palettes are expensive and I want to use them as much as I possibly can. So I'm going to go in with that color, and I'm just gonna apply that really nicely. So guys, I also get like questions about, you know, the size of the brushes that you should use. Like sometimes people don't know which brushes to use. Sometimes I don't know which brush to use either. Like I'm just gonna put that out there. Like sometimes I start, I'm like, girl, that brush was too big. Okay, this brush is too small. But I think the general consensus for me would be that if you're applying the product to a bigger space, so I'm applying it to my whole eyelid, well, most of my eyelid, as opposed to like just this part. So the brush that I'm using is gonna be big, because I want to cover more space. So basically, the more space you're covering, the bigger the brush. So you're gonna see that as I continue with like applying this, the size of the brushes is gonna get smaller. Then I'm just gonna blend that out with this blue. Got this blue shade. This color is a little bit harsh for me at the moment. Like it's cute, but I just want to soften it a little bit, and so I'm gonna use that blue. Also, just a reminder, guys, that when you are, something that I've learned when I apply my makeup, with eyeshadow brushes is you don't want to hold the brush here because you want your hand to be flexible and you want to just blend that out really nicely. So hold it maybe 3/4 of the way down on the stick, and you're just gonna go lightly like that. Then I am going to go in with a darker shade of blue, this blue teal vibe. And I'm using my Caribbean Carnival palette. It's also by Beauty Treats. And I'm just gonna go in. I need to remember the order now. So we're basically going from lighter to darker colors. That's basically like the order of events, except for when I blend it out here. So I'm just gonna use this color next. I'm just gonna apply some of that really lightly. And this was the size of the first brush that I used. So let me do this rather, so you can see the difference. Oh, that's so pretty. Really love this color. And always start on the outer corners. This is something that I just like to do. Firstly, because there's more space there and you've got more control. And then blend inwards as opposed to blending inwards. Like, don't start here and then go ta-ta-ta. Go here and then go in. Then I'm going to go in with a darker shade. And I'm going to use this one. I am going to go in with some of this blue, and I'm going to apply a really tiny amount. I want to go really lightly. I don't want to put too much, so I'd rather just start off really lightly and then go in with a bit more as opposed to starting with a whole lot. Blend that all together. I just want to apply a bit more of that dark blue just to snatch me a little bit more. I just want to make sure everything's blended really nicely. Next, I am going to go in with some of that light green shimmy shimmy. And I'm not going to apply it on my entire eyelid. I'm just going to go in with like maybe 3/4 of my eyelid. So just sweep that on really nicely. It's actually a very pretty color. I like to go just above my crease, so the natural crease of my eyes, like there. I like to go just above it because what that does is it just sort of opens my eye really nicely, gives me like, you know, I look really awake and pretty. We just want to blend that nicely, and I'm going to take a little bit of the blue that I used earlier, the dark blue, and I'm just gonna lightly swishy. Just want to apply a little bit more of that green. Next, I'm going to go in with some eyeliner, but before I apply my eyeliner, I like to apply some mascara because my eyelashes tend to like get in the way when I apply my eyeliner and everything's smudgy and it's a mess. So I'm using my Catrice All Round Mascara. Next, I'm going to apply some eyeliner. I'm using my Wet n Wild Mega eyeliner. It's a liquid eyeliner. I'm literally just winging this, guys. Guys, listen, doing eyeliner. Hey, this girl dribbles me. Like, she dribbles me. Doing it on someone else is way easier. Like, I don't have this much like trouble when I'm doing it on clients. So when it comes to me, literally every time I do my eyeliner, I'm just like, please cooperate with me today. Please just do the things. Once I crack the code, I'm gonna practice. And once I crack the code, I will do a proper tutorial. Next, I am going to apply my lashies. And I'm just gonna apply some eyelash glue on these. And I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Oh, everybody's making noise today. If you guys can hear the puppies. If it's not the puppies, it's the birds. So if you can hear the birds and the puppies and the children's, hi. So just applying some of that eyelash glue, and I'm gonna let that dry really nicely because we don't want to apply lashes when our glue is still wet. And while that is drying, I'm just gonna neaten up my face. I like to apply some primer using the same primer that I used earlier. So put some on my cotton pad and just remove that. You can also use like a face moisturizer if you like. My eyelashes are still drying, so while they're doing their thing, I'm just going to apply some of my primer on my face. So what I like to do is I just like to apply a tiny bit. This is the Kiss glue. I bought eyelashes and this came with it. But if you're looking for, okay, I've actually got an unopened one. If you're looking for eyelash glue, this is the one that I use. It's by Kiss. And this is the same thing. It's just in a tiny bottle. I get that at Clicks. So I'm just going to apply. Oh, that was too much. But I just want to apply a little bit here and a little bit on the outer corner. So today I want to try applying my lashes with my fingers because apparently it's way easier. Am I holding this nicely so you guys can see? I hope I'm holding it okay. Apparently it's way easier than applying it with a tweezer. Hey! So I'm just starting in the middle and moving outwards. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, maybe points were made. Let's try the second one and see if maybe it was just a fluke. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to apply that little bit. Let me do that quickly. Okay, so pray for me, guys. And I hope that this was not a fluke. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Woo, child, please, sis, don't embarrass me in front of the followers. Okay, this one's not working out. Like, I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. It's not working out. I'm just gonna use a tweezer. Just gonna use my tweezer. Okay, guys, so I promise you next time I'm gonna practice and I'm gonna come back next time. And I'm gonna apply these lashes with my fingers. I just want to go in with a little bit more of this eyeliner. Okay guys, so now I'm going to go in with my foundation, concealer, and my contour. I'm just going to start with my Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm going to apply that. And one of the things I like to just keep coming back to is when you apply like layers of makeup, sometimes they need time to like set into your skin. I find that particularly with concealer because then it doesn't crease so easily. So I'm just going to apply some of that. Don't go above the natural creases. Can you see I've got those natural creases there? Don't go above that because then it becomes harder to blend and also you're more likely to have creases. Then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 332. Then to contour, I'm going to go in with my MAC, this is what it looks like, a little bit dirty, sorry. I'm going to use my MAC Concealer and Correct palette just to contour. Again, guys, if you're ever confused about where you should have that line on your cheek to contour, just follow that line basically. The line by your ear, there we go. Then I like to blend in the order that I applied. So I'm going to start by blending my concealer really nicely. Then I'm going to apply another layer of concealer and I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 30. So this is just to highlight me really nicely. Don't forget that your blender should be damp, not wet, because that just makes it a lot easier to blend. I want to apply just a little bit more of my foundation. Guys, also the thing about being bald sometimes, you don't always know where the makeup must stop. A friend of mine was telling me this the other day on IG, she just cut all her hair off day before her birthday, I think. She's like, where does the makeup stop? Girl, I just go until it's cute. I'm gonna just work it till it cannot be worked anymore. Next, I'm going to blend that concealer under my eyes, and I'm using my small blender. Guys, I just want to apply a little bit more of this concealer. Could have just used a tiny bit more. There we go. That's the effect that I wanted. Then I'm going to go in with some of my Yardley loose powder in the shade Translucent Bare, and what that's going to do is just basically set my foundation and my concealer. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of my powder and just blow some off and apply that. I tend to get like crease lines on my forehead, so I like to just make sure that I apply some there. And I'm just going to brush this off really lightly. To leave it to sit for like 20 minutes to half an hour. I just had some chicken. It was really good chicken. So I'm just gonna do my eyebrows now, and these girls have got a mind of their own. They're just doing their own thing, so I'm not gonna fold them in. I'm just gonna brush them up nicely. I've got a Dove soap bar, a damp one. I'm just gonna take my spoolie brush and rub it on that really nicely. I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows up. So I'm basically just setting them. I'm not really filling them. There we go. Ooh, she said snatched. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, they're cute. Okay, then I'm gonna remove that excess powder really lightly. Guys, I hope I'm holding this mirror okay. I'm really sorry. Also, I used my other mirror earlier, and it has a bit of a hole, but it does the job. Then I'm going to do my under eye makeup, and I'm going to use the same colors, the same shade, sequence, everything that I used above my eyes. I'm just going to do the same thing under my eyes. I like to just go in with like a clean brush. This was the clean brush that I used just now, to just like firstly remove any excess, and also just I find that when I use a clean brush, it blends it out really nicely, as opposed to using like one of the brushes that I used to apply the product. Okay, now I'm gonna do some contouring, and as always, I'm using my Beauty Treats bronzer palette. I'm just gonna go in with some of this orange. Then I'm going to go in with some blush. I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Kilowatt. This is the Ginger Binge. Just gonna apply a little bit of that. Ooh, she's cute. I love it. 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 I really do love it. And I'm gonna go in with some pink eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with this shade of pink. It's quite dark, but I'm trying to be cute and I like things. So just gonna apply that. Gonna apply so ooh, sweetie, the material, look at that. But on my nose, yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. Ooh, sweetie, Guys, I love it. I love it. I know someone's probably watching this and like, sis, you look like a Christmas tree. Sis, Christmas trees are beautiful. And I'm just trying to be the most beautifully decorated Christmas tree ever. Yes, honey. Look at her. I love her. I adore her. Next, we're gonna highlight. I forgot we have to highlight. Okay, so guys, a while ago, my mommy got me this really nice eyeshadow palette. So it's the Revlon Photo Ready 520. The coat is 520, and this is what it basically looks like. So I'm just gonna use some of this highlighter because it's very cute. It's very like pigmented, very like yum yum yum. Apply some of that on my nose as well, just to be cute. Ooh, ooh. Very, very pretty. So it's got like that, what is this, pinky like silvery vibe, and then it's got this like pink. So I'm gonna use the pink for my brow bone highlight. But also this brow bone highlight is kind of tricky when you don't have the end of your brow. Guys. Woo, child. I think I want some of this on my cheeks as well. It's quite cute. Also, I'm not using a fan brush because this palette is very small, so to get that fan brush in there is a bit of a hassle. Then I'm just going to go in with some of my Essence lip liner. I think this is the soft contouring one. I think it's the shade 3. And then I'm just going to go over that with some lipstick, and the lipstick I'm using is by Makeup Revolution. That's what it looks like, and it is chauffeur. It says chauffeur in it. I got a Clicks. She's cute. Then I'm going to go over that with some of my Palladio lip gloss. That's basically what it looks like. I love it. So then I'm going to go in with some setting spray, and the setting spray that I have is quite illuminating. It's the Glow to Go setting spray by Essence. And when it's rather illuminating, I prefer to just apply it on my blender and then on my face, because then I can control how much I'm applying, as opposed to just applying it on my face and then... Yes! Ash Bell! Sweetie! Guys, I'm really proud of this face. You must be proud of things you do. Okay, lovelies, and there you have it, today's tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, if you enjoyed it, if you have any constructive criticism, do let me know in the comment section, because I'm always open to you know, constructive criticism. If you have anything that you'd like me to film and I am able to film that, I will do it. So just let me know in the comment section. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.